Okay, I'm doing a video instead of pictures. Figure it'd be easier. So this is bottom of the steps, kind of what the glue looks like after I use that adhesive remover. Just kind of turned to a black tar. So I think using that big buffer with the chiseler should take care of it. It should also take off this paint. I got a lot of the paint off yesterday, but there's still another layer under it. But anyways, here's the wall. So the idea was to remove this wall and put a beam in. However, I think the beam could be way more work than I really want. I think some posts would make more sense. Part of the reason the beam would be tough is because if you look up here, this is directly under the door that goes to the outside, to the covered porch area of the house. This drops down about 4 to 5 inches. You can see kind of from this side that these 2x8s are securing whatever that wood's holding up. I'm assuming it's concrete, but I don't know. In addition to that, if you look above here, we got ductwork running all the way up in here to feeding the air to the kitchen and the dining room upstairs. So we'd either have to completely remove that to put a beam in. Not something I'm really excited about doing. So if we could put posts in here, ideally that would be best. I want to take this little wall out. And I don't know how many posts we'd need for all this. That wall I'll be leaving because I'm just going to put the big TV right in this nook here, so it should fit there pretty perfectly. So really it comes down to how many posts would we need in order to hold all this up. And I don't know if we need a new beam for that, or if we can use the existing headers or whatever the hell they're called. These are tied into the floor with some bolts. But a couple other things. So I'll build the steps. I'm gonna build this wall all the way down to the ground. I'll put a door that will come in right to the edge of that post and to the left for storage under there. And then under the steps, I'm gonna frame this in, and then that's gonna be like a little bar area. And then coming off, maybe instead of the door right here, the door would be more to the left, but coming off this wall here, I'll have like a small bar that'll come out. I don't know how far. Then also, I think I'm gonna leave this wall as kind of an accent concrete wall instead of framing it in. I'd take that paint off and then maybe stain the wall or just sand and polish it so it looks good. I think it might look neat. Replace this window. That's single pane. But this is the biggest ticket item, is figuring out how we're going to hold this bearing wall up. I think I got the floor figured out. So once we get that figured out, and then over here, I think we talked about it. I'm going to frame in that door, and then I'm going to put in basically insulation into the walls, and then the sound board up on that, and then more sheetrock over it so that there's not a lot of noise for the tenants. That's it. That's, again, that little wall, I want to take that out so it just kind of opens it up a little more. Okay.